Good morning, I'm Maya Keynes, and this is your daily market update. Today we're diving deep into the latest developments shaping global markets, from cryptocurrency trends to Federal Reserve speculation and breakthroughs in AI technology. Joining me is financial expert and technical analyst Eli Sterling.
Thanks for having me, Maya. It's a fascinating day in the markets, especially with several major themes converging: crypto volatility, regulatory clarity, and evolving investor sentiment around tech stocks and AI advancements.
Let's start with crypto. One of the biggest stories today comes from the world of Layer 1 blockchains. A recent report titled Hedera, the most underrated crypto Layer 1 in history, claims that Hedera has executed more than 1.5 billion transactions, an impressive feat that dwarfs many competitors.
Absolutely. Maya, what makes Hedera stand out isn't just scale, it's efficiency. The network reportedly uses 5 to 10 million times less energy per transaction compared to Bitcoin. With institutional backing from names like NASDAQ and the U.S. Air Force, and a current market cap of $5 billion against a council value of $2 trillion, Hedera looks poised for broader adoption.
Now let's turn to Bitcoin, which continues to hover below its logarithmic fair value of $4.8 trillion. According to our technical indicators, the Bitcoin-Tether pair is showing signs of a potential breakout or breakdown, depending on how you interpret the signals.
That's right. Our daily stochastic relative strength index shows Bitcoin approaching oversold territory, but hasn't quite hit the bottom yet. Meanwhile, the moving average convergence divergence is rising from bearish levels, suggesting bullish momentum may be building, even though it hasn't crossed above the signal line yet. Combine that with declining volatility via the average true range, and we could be setting up for a significant move soon.
Let's zoom in on another key player, NVIDIA. The stock has been under pressure lately, and our 4-hour smart trend indicator confirms a clear downtrend with lower highs and lower lows. Volume surged during the steepest decline, indicating strong selling pressure.
Yes, NVIDIA saw massive volume, over 11 million contracts, during its drop from $183 to $176. That pivot low at $174.92 is critical. If buyers can't reclaim that level, we might see further downside. But if they do, it could signal a short-term reversal within the larger uptrend.
On the macro front, former Fed advisor Glenn Hubbard criticized the central bank's reasoning behind potential rate cuts, saying inflation driven by tariffs will dissipate naturally. He believes rates are already appropriately set. This view contrasts with Wall Street expectations of imminent easing.
Hubbard brings up an interesting point. If inflation normalizes without aggressive intervention, the Fed might delay rate cuts longer than anticipated. That scenario would likely benefit value equities and put pressure on growth sectors like tech, which includes NVIDIA and other AI-driven plays.
Switching gears to AI, AMD CEO Lisa Su made a compelling case for open-source artificial intelligence, arguing it fosters innovation and prevents vendor lock-in. She highlighted Linux's transformation from experimental project to internet backbone, a parallel she sees with open-source AI.
Open source AI indeed offers strategic advantages. Companies can experiment freely, integrate across platforms, and reduce dependency risks. For investors, this means diversification, not just in chip makers like AMD, but also in software ecosystems built on interoperable frameworks.
Before we wrap, let's touch on regulation. Do Kwon received a 15-year sentence for his role in the Terra USD collapse, wiping out $50 billion in market value. Meanwhile, the OCC granted conditional charters to Circle and Ripple, signaling growing legitimacy for stablecoins.
Regulatory clarity is finally arriving in crypto. While enforcement actions like Kwon's sentencing send a strong message about accountability, the approval of charters marks a step toward mainstream integration. Stablecoins, particularly those backed by reserves, are gaining trust among institutions.
To sum up, here are today's key takeaways. Watch Hedera for signs of breakout growth in the Layer 1 space. Bitcoin remains in a delicate balance between support and resistance. NVIDIA faces a pivotal test at $174.92. Macro uncertainty looms as Fed policy debates heat up. And in AI, open source models offer promising investment avenues.
Exactly. Traders should monitor volume spikes, Fibonacci retracements, and moving average crossovers closely. Tomorrow, keep an eye on whether Bitcoin breaks above its 50-day simple moving average or slips below recent lows. Also, watch for any updates from the Fed regarding tapering rhetoric.
Thank you, Eli. And thank you for tuning in. Stay informed, stay ahead, and we'll see you tomorrow for more market insights.